Well, it's been a while since my last video blog, I know, but been kind of busy. Anyway, so we have a new trailer, and it's interesting. After watching the second trailer, basically I will say I could sum up the two trailers like this. We have a trailer for each of the movie theater posters we've seen. We have one that is very annoying and confusing and just looks wrong, just has a wrong feel to it. And then we have another that's okay, but it feels uninspired. It's not annoying, it's not aggravating, there's nothing. Oh, there's still Peter and Susan, but we'll get to that. Um, it's basically, I feel like it's sort of ho hum kind of trailer. Uh, it doesn't excite me. Even the first trailer kind of had a few couple moments that kind of excited me. I mean, what do we see? Really nothing substantially new that wasn't in the first one. We have, quite a bit of, we have Lucy with the Book of Spells, and we have the three children arriving on the Dawn Treader. Um, there's not really a whole lot. I will say this one there was a feel to it that it just was a better trailer. It just had a better aesthetic to it. It wasn't annoying. It seemed more genuine. It didn't seem as cheesy. For instance, we see Mirandu's daughter. In the first one, I thought it was kind of a weird effect. Here we see her. She's still kind of ball of whiteness descending on them, but then it has a more authentic feel to it. She's sort of the spiritual being that kind of comes forth from it. It's a little creative there. Again, a lot of the same shots. It was just a slightly better trailer, I'll say. Um, but I mean, there's not really a whole lot I can say on it. I wish I could really say more. Do I feel better about it? I suppose I feel better about the fact that someone can take this very similar group of footage and make something that feels a little more Narnian. Doesn't feel as cheesy. Some people were really upset about some of the dialogue. There's think of the lost souls we've come to save. We still have. At first I thought, oh no, and then I thought, I mean, it could be taken multiple ways. It could be some kind of attached to a spell that is going to somehow jeopardize Narnia, but it's also a much more old-fashioned way of talking about people. I mean, when the Titanic sank, it talked about souls lost. It wasn't so. It's a in that sense, it's a more period kind of expression. You still have the fate of Narnia rests on you. Things like that. Maybe that won't actually be in the film. We had a very similar line, like I think I've said before, with Aslan in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, where, if I remember correctly, he says, um, "The fate of Narnia rests on your courage," or something like that. It's not very Lewis. It's really not true to the books, and so hopefully, I'm really hoping that that's just a teaser pull in, something that they throw in the trailers to try to pull people into the theater. Susan and Peter. We do have a little bit of an update on them. I plan on doing. I was hoping to do more on. Oh, we didn't see the White Witch. Not that. I mean, she's still going to be in there, but we didn't see her, so that's a good thing. But okay, what do we have? We have another shot of Peter and Susan, you know, walking away from some thrones. All four of them. They're walking away from four seats, it looks like, and I don't know what is behind them. It's really, really odd. Here's what we do have. We have an interview with Michael Apted and Ben Barnes, and they basically, well, let's see, at one point they say, the interviewer says, in the trailer there are people in the film who don't feature in the book. Is that the case? Peter and Susan aren't in the book. Apted says, that's a nice little surprise for you in the film. hate these surprises. It it doesn't go against the book, but it's a nifty little idea in the film. They came back for a couple days, and it doesn't really impinge on the story, but it's a nice little grace note. I'm just going, what? See, it seems it's kind of like the White Witch being in there. It's like, okay, if you know, it's one of those hate kind of relationships. Um, on one hand, if they change to the point where they're coming in as significant, really goes against the books with them not supposed to be coming back to Narnia. They'd really have to change the story quite a bit to make that even make sense. But if it's just a little cameo, then it will feel like a cameo, and people then the best. It sounds like it's going to be kind of a cameo. They say, oh, they come back for a couple days. I'm thinking, a couple days? What are they doing there for a couple days? Unless they're in Aslan's country at the end, which they don't actually arrive at. Technically, they just reach the area before Aslan's country, and Reap goes on to Aslan's country, and why would they be there unless they were dead or something like that? And it sounds like they're trying to make it into a little cameo, and I'm just thinking, the best that can come of this is people say, oh yeah, and it was kind of, non-book fans saying, oh yeah, it was kind of cool to see Peter and Susan in there. So again, what do I make of it? It seems pointless and distracting, and I mean, how much more can I say? I don't want to just go on and ramble on this, but that's all I can really think to say about this, is about the Peter and Susan thing. I just don't get it. I don't get it. So that's it. Do I feel better about the trailer? Yeah, this was definitely a better trailer. But again, uninspired. There's nothing that moved me, nothing fantastic about it. It was only a minute long. It's a teaser trailer, granted. But do I feel better about the film now? Kind of. I feel a little bit better because I could tell, okay, yeah, there is a way to, I knew it beforehand, but I was kind of able to say, okay, yes, really, and there is a way to edit this in such a way that it doesn't look so cheesy. So, we'll see. There's again, basically we have a poster, movie stand to correspond to each of the trailers. We have one that's annoying and makes me really frustrated, and we have another that's uninspired and still kind of annoying with Peter and Susan being there. But it doesn't really do anything for me. It doesn't make me, yes, I'm excited about the film now. So, that's basically how I feel right now. So we'll see. That's me. My brief thoughts on the teaser trailer. You might want to go watch Glumpuddle. I think he told me he was going to do 3 videos on it. Maybe the third one's out by now. But anyway, I guess he'll do a really in-depth analysis of it. There's not really. Maybe if I were excited enough about it, I would do the in-depth analysis. The only other thing that I thought was interesting is a shot of the door to nowhere opening up, and it looks like it's on Romandu's Island. And I'm not sure where it's leading to. It looks almost like Lucy, but I don't know. Anyway, those are my thoughts for now, and this is Rillian signing off.